Hello students, this video we are going to study about the techniques which are used for dry granulation. So basically slugging and roller compaction are two different techniques which are usually used for dry granulation process. You are aware that dry granulation may be used if the particles have sufficient inherent binding or cohesive properties to form granules, or dry granulation refers to the process where granulation is done without a use of any sort of liquid. Therefore, there are two dry granulating methods usually in pharmacy industry, which are slugging and roller compaction. So basically discussing about slugging. So here material to be granulized is first passed into a large compressed mass or slugs, typically by way of a tablet press using large flat-faced toolings. That is, we can say that here a pre-compression or a pre-pressing is done prior to that of final formulation of tablets. However, this technique have certain disadvantages, like that of it is a single batch processing. Further, it requires frequent maintenance leading to overcharges. Besides, it has a poor process control, poor, or we can say low manufacturing output per hour. Also, it produces excessive sound pollution and it increases use of storage containers. Besides, more energy and time is required to produce 1 kg of slug as compared to that of 1 kg of roller compact. Now let's discuss about roller compactors. So as you can see, Chilsonator machine can be used for dry granulation. Formulation of dry granules require dry powder densification and form agglomerization. Here it consists of a feeding system, then a size reducing unit, as well as fixed roller compactor or sometimes variable gap roller compactor. In roller compaction, material particles are consolidated and densified by passing the material between two high pressure rollers. Densified material from the roller compactor is then reduced to uniform granule size by means of milling, then capable of handling large amount of material in short period of time is the basic advantage of this respective instrument. Some other advantage include like that of it is used in granulating thermolyable drugs. Also, it can be used for moisture sensitive drugs like that of aspirin, vitamin, etc. And those drugs do not compress well after wet granulation can be granulated using this respective technique. Further, you can see here roller compactors can be further of two different types: Alexander work roller compactor and the second one, that is Hutt roller compactor. Alexander work roller compactor, that is we can call it as or horizontal oriented roller compactor, and the second one, that is Hutt roller compactor, can be called as vertical oriented roller compactor. In horizontal oriented roller compactor, the loss of material due to bypass is high as compared to that of other design, whereas in vertical orientation, the loss of uncompacted material is minimum in vertical orientation because of that of independence of feed to gravitational forces. Other than these two, we also have a third different type that can be called as inclined orientation, that is a position between horizontal and vertical. The use of inclined by type of roller compactor decreases the loss of material due to bypass as compared to that of horizontal orientation. So that's all in this video. Thank you.